I don't know whether you've read the detail of this new report from AEMO, which came out this morning.
I did, yeah.
But they gave the game away in a really bizarre way. They talk about building a weather-powered electricity generation system.
Yes.
A weather-powered electricity system. Can you ask them something more insane than that to say we want to go back to relying on weather?
Just while you're on that, aren't these outfits meant to be independent, objective? That energy market operator reads to me as if he's just reading off the Bowen Albanese script.
Well, he is exactly. I mean, he's taken as his mandate, working out how to deliver the 43% reductions and move entirely. We're talking about entirely to wind and solar and a little bit of hydro as the basis for generating electricity. But there's another dirty little secret in the report, which is not highlighted, that he talks about needing 10 gigawatts of gas-fired generation.
Yes.
That is 5 Hazelwoods. That is 5 Liddells. Can you imagine this government endorsing building even one?
That's what I'm saying.
Gas-fired power station.
That's why I'm talking to you.
5.
That's why I'm talking to you. I mean, how do you make energy prices cheaper when you take out of the whole equation the most productive source of energy, namely coal-fired power? Now, they want to eliminate all that, demonise it. It's all got to go. Banff says it's got to go now. Albanese and Co say it's got to be gone by 2030. How the hell do you, A, supply enough energy, and B, at an appropriate price when you take a very significant component of energy production out of the equation?
Well, you don't, Alan. I mean, it's plain and simple. You don't. I mean, you could, as a second best, replace all the coal-fired power stations with gas-fired power stations or nuclear or some mix of that. But nuclear is completely off the agenda, and gas-fired is, are we really going to see this government authorising new gas-fired power stations? I don't think so.
No.
So the coal-fired stations are going to close. We're going to try and cover the gap with more and more wind turbines. They're talking about 9 times as many wind turbines and solar panels scattered across the landscape. I mean, that's an extraordinary desolation of the landscape, and battery. More and more battery.
They've got no idea. Look, just before you go, we always run out of time. We've got to talk to you more often. I just want to come back to this point because you and I have criticised the Reserve Bank, Lowe and Co, for wimping out on earlier interest rate increases. I've been concerned about those borrowers who believed the utterances of Lowe in November when he said it's still plausible that the first increase in the cash rate won't be before 2024. And he said, I find it difficult to understand why rate rises are being priced in the next year or in early 2023. Now the bloke's saying, get ready for interest rate rises going through the roof. Are these people credible anymore, Terry?
Well, a very big question mark over that, Alan, a very big question mark. And, I mean, I liked it more when Reserve bankers didn't say anything. They shut up and did their job. Trying to predict interest rates is a muck's game for people like me, and for the Reserve Bank to get into, the governor to get into that space and in effect promise not to raise rates. It came very close to being a promise, and I think people out there were entitled to believe that it was a promise.
That's right.
I think there's a very serious issue that's going to come up in the next year or two.
We'll leave it there, Terry. We must talk again, but keep up the wonderful work you do. Compulsory reading. You can read Terry McCrann in News Limited. Talks clearly, simply, and of course, not politically correct, which is what we love about Terry. He doesn't say what they want to hear. He tells them what actually is the reality of life, and you've just heard that now